Yes, good afternoon, our viewers. Once again, welcome to the Tech. With me here, I have Mr. Hudson, my co-host. Welcome to the our 27th episode. Really appreciate you, the people that subscribe, that share our content. Yeah, listen to our discussion. Basically, it's just conversational. Yeah, so you're welcome to the show, Mr. Hudson Mugweri. This is our 27th episode. Uh, Congratulations.
Thank you very much
Yeah.
to the viewers. You're most welcome again to our 27th episode of Hot Tech, and I hope you're going to enjoy the show.
Yes, absolutely. So let's kick off with the Cranes. First of all, the group itself. I remember when Cranes was struggling to get like a home ground. They were playing in Morocco, all these different places, and finally, when Nambole was set, the Cranes are set to top the group and qualify top of the group against Bafana Bafana. What so far have you made of their campaign so far?
Mm, it's a good campaign, I would say that. Would have qualified if South Africa had beaten Congo Brazzaville, but it was a draw game. On top of that, you would have qualified if you had beaten South Africa at their home ground. Of course, they got the late winner in the 90th in the at the time of the game, and of course, they got the late equalizer, and of course, the game ended interesting game. I would say that, and the group is so interesting as well. Uganda is playing beautiful football. Even you saw in the World Cup qualifiers against Algeria, we
Algeria, yeah.
tried to dominate them. Yeah, we dominate them at Nambole. So generally, Paul Put has put up a good fight. He has put up a good show, and he has assembled a, a good team from the word go until to where we are right now. Of course, on Friday we expect positive results from the players. They have the love, they have the desire, and of course, with the way things are running right now by FOFA, the winning bonus is too high. You get it. So players have
They're following the bull
everything on the week,
model.
man. Let's play football. Let's play money. And you're getting 15k USD. You know what it means? I think it's 1,500 USD or 15k USD, but it's some crazy
I
money.
think 1.5, yeah.
Yeah, these guys
15
are
is,
getting.
yeah.
So the players are putting in the love. Yeah, yeah, putting in the love,
So
the
anyway,
effort. And of course, thanks to FOFA with the way they've tried to do something for the Cranes lately. We don't have any issues of players saying, I'm not getting playing time, I'm not getting my man on time. Everything is on spot. So this campaign has been a good one, I would say that. And of course, on Friday,
in we have also Waswa, Geoffrey Waswa coming in, and also I think Akim Kiwanuka of SC Villa. Those are really, at least relatively new faces in the squad, but the squad has not really changed much. Yeah,
yeah,
there's this
at
issue of the
last seeing
consistency.
Geoffrey was into the squad, I was like, okay. At last they've woken up and was Derek Van was dropped off the team. Uh, Capados was dropped as well this time round. He
Yes,
wasn't
yeah.
someone on the team because, truth be told, let's talk about that guy. Truth be told, the information I got about him is he's still clubless and he's not playing active football. Paul Put has tried his level best to make sure he gets playing time, he gets a club and plays football. He refused the offers they gave him because Paul Put did his level best and got him two clubs. He refused the two clubs. So if I'm the coach, I need a player who's active. I don't need a player who doesn't play football, active football. Yeah. So what next? Of course, he was dropped off the team. Yes, he's a good defender. He's a good complete player. We know what he can do on the pitch, but we need someone who's active, not someone who's not active on the club level. You know, so that's why he was dropped off the team. But I hope by AFCON 20,
January.
2025 in January, he will be playing active football and he will be someone on the team because we need him on that team which is going for AFCON, and I know we're qualifying for AFCON. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen also Tadeo Luanga in the team. Tadeo Luanga, this is his back-to-back collab, and it stales off that game in South Sudan. He had a very stellar performance. Yeah, it has been a while since he was in the national team, but when he came, and he really made good account of himself there in Juba. And yeah, I see him back in the team. Bobo Sibiaranga also in the team. I mean, the team is really stacked up. Yeah, We are gearing
Even
ourselves
if
for a very
even if it's you as a coach, even if it's you, when you have Sechiganda and you've got a Deoranga, who do you pick if you're a coach?
I'll go for experience, Tadeo experience, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sachiganda is a
so
good player. We
yeah,
can't
he's a
deny
good
that
player.
he has showed us good football.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he has had a good campaign, but in such games, we need someone with experience. We need someone with composure. We need someone who is going to play the defensive role. Yeah, that defensive midfield role compared to how we see people going up front. So if you have Aucho and Tadeo Rang in that midfield, that means you're safe in the midfield. It's completely like even the defenders are safe. Yeah, because they'll go as far as playing that it go as far as defending so well, and also making sure the balls are not lost in the midfield and intercepting a lot of passes. So it was a good plus. It's a good plus for the Cranes, and of course, we wish them all the best.
Uh, Tactics. Let's speak some tactics. Remember that game against uh, South Sudan when he substituted Sechiganda and brought in Bobosi and I think Alan Okello. Do you would you really go for him like before? Okay, as you mentioned your starting 11. I was looking at that switch, which showed us that we cannot play with two defensive midfielders in that screen squad. We cannot play, especially if you're playing against an attacking side like South Africa, and you have Sesigana and Awucho, and all of them are really holding midfielders. What kind of tactics would you really uh, urge, perhaps would you really go with the one that worked in the second half of South Sudan? Remember, second half we had some good changes. We brought in Alan Okello and Bobosi, and the game changed drastically. Would you really go for that attacking kind of, or would be really conservative with the two defensive midfielders?
No, for South Sudan, what you have to know is we contained them. We had the position more than we had position more than them. So he had the thing of like we need someone who will make those through passes so that we can score goals. Yeah, we need more of attacking now. We need more of attacking compared to more of defensive. That's why he changed, brought in Okeda and Bobosi. But when you look at other games we played, of course we've been having Sechiganda and Aucho playing 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And they've been helping us a lot, doing a good job. Yeah. So
So
in this South
you
African
maintain
game,
that?
of course, South Africa attacks is an attacking. South Africa is an attacking team. Of course, South Africa is an attacking team, but if I'm to mention my starting 11, of course, if I'm to my starting, go with Kenneth Davis, Khalid, and Aziz Kayondo in that defense. Of course, in the midfield, of course, I would go with the Ranganda Ucho in that defensive midfield. Then, of course, I bring in Travis Mutiaba, more of that 8 up front. Then, of course, the forwards, I would go with Mato, I would go with Jude Samugabi and Omedi as they were, because there's that partnership they've got and there's that combination they're playing now, whereby they're so swift and all of them are not lazy. They put defenders on pressure and we see what they can do positively up front there. So I would maintain my forwards, and of course they're doing a good job because now right now when you look at Omedi, is the top scorer right now in this tournament. In these qualifiers, is doing an incredible job. You see what Mato can do up front there when he beats the defenders. Sechiganda, people look at him as a lazy guy, but he's a beast up front.
Actually, he was one of the best players in the last time we played South Africa. Yeah, Sechiganda is one of the best players because he won the tactical battles inside there. He was so aggressive in his
True.
So you're right about that. Yeah.
So generally, it's going to be some interesting football on Friday. And the good thing is at 4 p.m. So people can't say the game is at night. I won't show up at Nambole. No.
No.
The fans should be ready for that game and they go at the game. They will go at the game and enjoy the Cranes because a draw or a win makes us qualify for AFCON 2025. A draw, 1 point, or a win, it's enough for the Cranes. And I know the Cranes have one thing: they need to win this game. Because now you see what Paul put is urging the fans to go support them and he really loves the fun. He really loves that atmosphere where the fans are at Nambole. You know, the atmosphere is so different. You know, we saw how players were being given money, how players, some guy did some artwork of Stephen Mukwala and they gave him the artwork. We saw players giving the fans their jerseys, the shoes, all the fans were screaming how happy they were. You know, it's so different now compared to those years of like,
Yeah, man.
the love of the game is unreal.
Yeah.
We saw people proposing as the in the first half before the game, someone proposing to
Yeah.
someone.
Someone, I know, man. There's
But
a
they
vibe.
introduced they
Somebody,
even introduced money.
wow, that was
Yeah.
fast. I think that thing really went viral, and even the
We saw someone
contribution
eating.
was mango mango for
Yeah, we saw
him.
someone eating bread.
What about you? Speak about this.
Definitely,
You've seen
we saw
the
someone
words
eating
that.
bread without water as the game is going on.
Uh, for me, I like the names they are putting on the jerseys behind. You know, the memes they are putting on the names behind. I was like, wow, Ugandans are really
Yeah,
creative. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Basically, somebody told me also that the
Yeah.
game football right now is
The
booming
creative.
business.
You know what killed me is true. It's on another level.
Yeah,
Let me hope the federation, the FOFA, make sure that when it comes to interest, everything is on point.
yeah.
People sometimes don't even
Last
get
time we
access
had
to the
issues at the
stadium
gate. Yeah.
because of those issues of like your ticket is invalid, yet the guys are getting the tickets from them from MTN,
MTN.
from FOFA as well. So they need to make sure they work on
Uh,
those things very well because we've seen those instances happen, and now CAF has actually CAF summoned them about what's happening with FOFA, people jumping fences
yeah. And it not
and
only
the
in the
stadium.
Masaza,
They need to work on
it
it.
happened in that game against South Sudan. I think the Momo
Yeah,
booth
yeah,
they did not have tickets to be scanned. Yeah, so the tickets ran
true.
out. So people, it
Yeah,
was really chaos. Really that time they should work on that. Especially, actually, they should just.
it was chaos.
I'm sure this time
Yeah, but
they underestimated people who bought from Momo. You get, so they had these hard tickets mostly, and most people paid on Momo. So I think with the promotion, the reign of 20k and then 25k, a lot of people have really jumped onto that with the rush, and they should all really use Momo. Momo is really efficient and everything, convenient. You don't even have to use physical tickets at the gate. So I think I would urge them to really maintain the Momo kind of
yeah,
payment. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that is it. Let me
true.
run through also my starting 11. I'll play Isma Watenga in goal. Number two, I like Gavin. I'll try Gavin. I'll try Gavin's aggressiveness. In the middle of the park, I'll play Brevis, uh, Brevis and Khalida and Timothy Awanyi. Then left back, I'll maintain Kayondo. Midfield, I'll play Awucho, Sechiganda, and Mutiaba. Then up front, I'll play Mato, Mukwala, and Omedi. Jude Semugabi will come in, but I like the form of Mukwala. Last weekend, he scored in the last minute. I think they were playing the Dodoma Jiji. Yeah, so I saw that header, and I think he's picking up form. It's high time he really has to really score, at least in this campaign for Mukwala. He hasn't scored, and yet he's doing well for his club.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
so
It's
anyway,
it's a good squad. It's a good squad. I would say that, and of course, we wait for the positive results.
let's run it into the UPL review. Let me start with this game, the game of Ian Mutenda, the first game against Wasabosa. I mean, did we see this coming? Eh?
I saw it coming by then.
Eh,
I saw it
oh my
coming.
God, Stara, what's
The
up?
person, the person I'm confident, the person I'm confident about
Eh,
is Ian Mutenda. He told me, I'm winning this game. And I told him, I trust you and I wish you all the best. Because you've been with these players for over 7 years, over 6 years. You have been a TD, you've been assistant coach, then you became a TD. And the good thing, you have the paperwork to be
yeah,
a coach. So I expect good results. He's like, you know what? Chitara is struggling. And truth be told, I'm beating them. This is our first win. And of course, he Who won the game with Nelson Sekatuka scoring a goal? The only goal of the day. And now, guess what? People have forgotten about Nelson Sekatuka. Now he has resurrected after his coach coming on. Someone said Sekatuka got Luzungu Lungi,
agala coach baluzungu.
But the good thing is with the right is the right coach, is with the right coach. So him and Mutenda with that too much English will do wonders. Will do wonders on that team.
How
but
about
I wasn't
Chitara?
shocked at all. Actually, I was just happy for him. The way I was screaming, I was screaming, man. The way I was screaming. It's like it's like KC had won the championship. I was extremely happy for the ninja. But I would say one thing. Chitara right now, Washwa Boss met a team which is divided, I would say, because the information has it that some players are not connecting. They've got some issues within the camp. So Washwa Boss has to fight so hard to make sure the players gel together, work together as a team, and guess what? They get results with that. Because look at the team. Look at how they're performing on national team, and look at how they're performing at club level. You can't tell me already less than 2 goals right now in the
Uganda Premier League.
It's hard.
Actually, he has more goals on the national team than
it's hard, than on the club level.
Yeah,
it is really hard. You can't tell me Kadu is struggling. You can't tell me Amako is struggling. Mogisha is struggling,
and the defense, the defense of Ronaldo T is leaking goals. No clean sheet.
No clean sheet. You can't tell me that. So it's just within the players. If Ambosa, I sit down properly with the players, I'm like, guys, I'm requesting you, let's put aside our differences.
He needs to change the team.
Let's play real football. Let's play real football like I used to play, because truth be told, we need results. And of course, you put your terms and conditions. You give each player the KPIs. Give him the KPIs. You give each player his KPIs, and you see what they will do. If you don't do this, please, you become a bench player. Simple as that. Because if you're on bench, what next? Recognition goes away. You want to be seen. These players need stats, and the process, they need to get good markets. So he needs to put there. He needs to start to be a leader. To be like, you know what? These are my 2 games, and I've lost my 2 games. The first 2 games. What next? Now the good thing, he has 2 weeks break, international break. So it's upon him to make sure that the players who are still at home, apart from the 2 players who are now on national team, because now there are only 2 players on national team. The other 2 at home. They need to do something. Yeah.
If you look at
now, Sima was also part of the national team. Remember the first games. Remember the first games of AFCON and the first games of World Cup qualifiers was on the team. But now he's not on the team because of his form. So as a player, you be like, you know what? Let's wake up and play football, because this team is one of the best teams in the league. Apart from KCCA, apart from Vipers, apart from NEC. This is another team with the biggest squad and with the players who can do something, experienced players who can live and give you results. Generally, they're struggling. That's really struggling. But the struggling is too much.
For me, I think it's panic time. It's really panic time at Chitara. Really panic time. There are times. I see the coach Bosse is trying to really tweak the team. I saw he gave Sema team at some time. He's really changing up the squad. Senkawa coming in, Mumuza and Alio Kwalinga, like he's trying to tweak the team, but I think it was he didn't have really enough time to settle in. But you're very right. Like let's wait until the international break ends, the 2 weeks, then you'll see what kind of team is able to assemble. And that's when I think we can really judge who and what Kwasabos is really impacting with Chitara. But regardless, it's really panic time. In Hoima right there, it's panic time in Hoima. Once you reach January and you're still in that zone, it's going to be an uphill task to climb. Then the big game of the weekend. So which one is the big game? Vipers versus
Of course,
KCCA or Express versus the
of
Kampala
course,
Derby? Which one is the big?
I know when
Go ahead.
you watched those two games, you clearly saw that at Chitende there was no parking space after 5 p.m. There was no parking space after 5 p.m. It was a Saturday. All the guys did one thing. Let's go to St. Mary's Stadium, Chitende, and watch this game. Yes, of course, the Villa KC Express game happened on Friday, and of course, Express shocked everyone by them getting the win at Ham Stadium, and everyone was like, "What's happened to Villa?" People blame Molebia Kwaso, but at times you also blame the players, man. Let's leave the coach. The players you want on the team have been put there, but somehow, somewhere, I'll be like, you know what? The goalkeeping coach also has to be blamed. How can the keeper grab the ball like that? How can he throw the ball just into the box like that? You know, the keeper punched the ball into the box. Yeah. And what next? We saw Express getting a win in that game. It was a 1-0 game. Express won. I don't want to talk more about that game because, of course, it was a shocker to most of the fans out there because they thought this is a Villa win after Villa thumping.
Especially Shaky Express,
at Wankulu, everyone was like, Villa is going to beat. Villa is going. Yeah, Shaky Express having an interim coach who was a goalkeeper coach now. An interim coach is now working. He's now the coach of the team. Villa with the form they have, with the players they have, everyone is like, that's a win for Villa. But the real game was Vipers versus KCCA. You know, people were like, who we are going
top
for international break?
Clash.
Who's going to be top of the table? Yeah. After neck getting that miserable draw against Police, people are like, now who's going to top the table? And we saw what happened. Of course, a smart header from Milton Kalisa. I blame the defender. I blame the defender of KCCA letting the ball just pass him. Yet he's taller than Kalisa as well. He let the guy hit the ball, and of course you saw Musinguzi attacked him. Pissed.
The keeper.
Was so pissed with the man. Bro, you can't be doing such a thing.
There was too much space on his left. Too much space.
Because Musinguzi was blaming the. Too much space.
If you had balanced his positioning,
giving these guys enough space.
Yeah, I think he wanted to come out for the ball, but he realized he hesitated and he had already moved, and that's why this place was so wide open. For that header. Great header though, and the cross was also really magnificent from under hero.
It was a sweet header. It was a sweet header. Yeah, it was a sweet header, and I was like, okay. I even say this is a good header. It's a beautiful header. It's a smart goal, a good goal. As the game went on, we saw several instances happening, and of course, we didn't see a ref awarding anyone a red card or a yellow card. I was just telling them play on. Whereby I expected at least a yellow card or red card in that game because KCCA players were somehow fouled, but the ref was just telling the play on. Which in such games at times you're supposed to be, like how I told you, please. I don't expect 20 cards in this game.
Fair game. It's a derby.
And of course, I'm sure the ref listened to our call. To our call, and was like, let the game be fair. Of course, we saw a big substitute coming in, Ashraf Mogume. And he scored a brilliant goal. Like to me, I would say it's goal of the season right now because he controlled the boss well, and man, the way
better than the one of Said Mayanja.
That finish was incredible. It was incredible. But I remember better than one of Said Mayanja. This was incredible. This was incredible, man. It was on another level. And guess what? After the game, the money that guy got crazy, man. I'm sure. I think he moved away with around 200,000.
I saw him picking money from fans. Just throwing money for you.
That's how. That's how exciting. That's what we call football. That's how the beauty of football in Uganda. The fun can be like, man, I'm earning 20k. Let me give him my 10k because this humiliation at St. Mary's Chitende, it is incredible. It is great. And of course, you talked about the squad, how we do change the squad.
Yeah, I was surprised. Let's
Eh?
speak about it. This is.
I remember you
I
talked
mean,
about the
looking at
squad.
the
I
team
want
that plays the UPDF, I don't know whether he did. Sorry, that played the
Emma.
Maroons. Eh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now the team which played Maroons, of course, you're talking about this young kid, Ijara.
Yeah.
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 Ijara not playing, not play,
Brian
not
Ijara.
not being on the squad against Vipers.
Hmm.
Yeah, not being on the squad against Vipers. But don't forget, uh, if Jonathan George was suspended because I think he had 5 yellow cards,
Hmm.
if he wasn't suspended, Son George would have started that game ahead of Ijara, Maroon's game. But Jonathan George was suspended in that game.
Hmm.
What next? Of course, he had in the Vipers squad, because of course you used Son George, you used Shafiq Nana, Bright Anakuni as well. Then Saidi Manja also played. Yeah. This time around was Osama Arafat also
Osama.
played as well.
Yeah,
As well
Osama.
as of course Osama Arafat, yes.
Yeah, that's another.
That we saw, yeah, we saw Sadat Happy and Nakudi playing that game. You see, what he does is he makes sense because people be like, "Oh, we are going to see Watenga on this wing, then we are going to see the two Mayanjas in that attacking form. So he made a tactical change into that team. Yeah, because man, look at the Vipers squad. Waiswa was doing the crazy because Waiswa
They
actually
came to
to me
play.
also played the game of the season
Yeah.
today. This
Remember
season. He
last
came to
time we were
play
talking
football.
about Waiswa not really performing to that level that he left with in Uganda. But against
Yeah,
KCCA, he showed up.
yeah,
He showed up. He was a beast. Yeah.
he showed up. Eh? And you saw what happened in that midfield. They
Yeah,
bossed the
they
midfield. But
dominated.
with the presence of Jeremiah Anja, with the presence of Jeremiah
Yes.
Anja, it kind of helped us a lot.
Joel,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it helped us a lot. So we should consider that as well, you know. But generally, it was a good game. It was a good game. All the fans left. Well, the fans left. Even if you're not a Vipers fan or a KCCA fan, people are saying, "Man, Ugandan football has truly transformed, and we are seeing crazy goals. We are seeing
Yeah.
we are seeing
It has transformed from that
big
kind of defensive,
teams playing
defensive kind
beautiful
of kuba gole
football.
munengalawo.
You know, yeah, you know, the attack more. And now, guess what? Of course, the fans, KCA fans play of the game was Ashraf Mugume. Of course, he was awarded that thing. And for Vipers, it was, of course, Metro Grace that scored the goal. Of course, the fans literally pick their players of the what? Of the matches. They want the players of the match, like the
The
general
one
players
of
of the match.
UPL, they all said
This was
it had a
this
lot
was
of
coming from the
corruption.
fans.
The one
Yeah.
of UPL that had a lot
It
of
says it.
corruption.
Uh,
Somebody just comes because he knows you, just gives you the award. You're like, yeah, were you watching the
it
game?
says a lot. It says, but you know,
Yeah.
but
So
it was a good game, of course.
yeah.
Waiswa, Watambala, Okero, Yunus, man. Yunus sent them another talent.
Yeah.
That talent people don't know. That guy is talented. Their players I respect. I respect
Vipers
that.
has
When
a
he
squad,
says I
has
come
a
play
squad,
football,
yeah.
he delivers.
I have
They have
no
a
doubt.
squad, man. They have a squad.
No,
Because when you look at that team,
I wanted us to talk
of
about
course,
this
their
the
goalkeeper,
Abdallah Moviru before
their
you move
goalkeeper,
on. The Ashraf Mugume. For me, I feel is now reached because he's now their top scorer. He's John top scorer with yeah. I mean, they should be starting these games.
yeah, but yeah,
But
position
he's
he
effective
plays
also.
at times is effective. Yes, I can't say he's more of a defensive player. He's more of an attacking player. Yeah, because now when you have Bright, you need a crazy substitute. You need at times you be like, you know what? I need a game changer. Bright has failed to deliver. Let me remove my defensive midfielder like Joel Sojoji or Mayanja. Then I bring in Ashraf. Or because when you start both of them, Bright and Mugume, there's something you miss out because lately lately you see football now, people use two defensive midfielders lately in football. They don't use one defensive midfielder. When you look at Manchester defensive midfielders, but one is more of it sits it is like
On
kind of
top of the defenders.
Yeah,
Like he
kind of
catapults the attack. He
yeah,
always catapults the
defenders.
attack, yeah.
True. Yeah. So the system changed somehow somewhere. To me, the players not complaining. Ashamugube not complaining because whenever he goes on the pitch, he delivers. I see Nekau Trossard does it at Arsenal when he started the season. Now he used to do it at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Like I come off the bench, I'll deliver. Yes, he started playing football, and what next? His form completely went down. Trossard's form completely went down. For Mugume, at times he starts games, at times he comes off the bench. That's what Mugume does. At times we blame these coaches, but we don't know what happens at the training ground.
Preparation, yeah. That week before the game.
You've been there. You've been there before. You've run a club. At times you'll be like, but how come this place not starting? Then you recall, this whole week, the coach has been using these guys as starters ahead of this one. So there's something he's trying to set up.
They've trained well the whole week,
which means when the guy comes in a substitute, the guy comes in a substitute, is going to deliver. At the end of the day, you're seeing positive results from him. And guess what? Mugume coming off the bench is a blessing. Is a blessing indeed. And guess what? He delivered. He scored a brilliant goal.
Yeah,
a goal of the season, and people are so up about it. The fans just said Bright was off. Bright was off because he had a bad game. Bright has been playing with these boys of Vipers for how many years? Like 2-3 years. So they know he's moving, so they know what he can do on the pitch. So sometimes those things happen, But generally, KCCA, the depth, the squad depth has really improved compared to last season. And you're seeing results. You're seeing positive results. You're seeing a team delivering. You're seeing good football from KCCA. Credit Tombiru with the way he assembled this team at the signings they made. Good run.
The other results that I want us to throw a light on is Maroons URA. This is a game that URA, look, they are ninth, and it's a team that has the funding. And we've always spoken about URA. What's its role? What's this institutional team like? Are they really competing for the trophy? They have the budget, they have all the players, but they are ninth. They lost to Maroons in Luzira. They're struggling, and you are one of the people that really believes that Coach Alexis Savile will really get them out of this dugout. But it doesn't look so. Let me actually, as you speak about, let me look at their performance this season. We expected them to be in the top 4, top 5, top 6, not even in the top 8.
They're not there.
Yeah, they're number 9. They're not even in the top 8.
Yara is in top 8.
It's not in the top 8.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, they lost this game again. Let me see if I can pull out their wins. You are a win, yeah. Sorry, but they're not in the top 8. They lost against Maroons, and okay, they won against Chitara the last game. They drew against UPDF. They lost against Bull. They won against Mbale Heroes, that game that we talked about, that Mbale Heroes did not even trade for a whole week. Drew against Mbarara and won against Bright Stars. Lost against KCCA, yeah. So they have 3 wins, yeah. Yeah. Let's say we yeah.
Now guess what? Police has 11 points, SCV has 11 points, Yura has 11 points.
Yeah.
You're seeing
okay,
that.
the points.
Struggling Express has 12 points. Struggling Express has got 12 points.
Can you imagine?
That's a big shocker there in fifth position.
Express.
Struggling Express has got 12 points.
Of all the teams, actually, Express is the team that
Yeah,
has really even surprised me this weekend. Yeah, they are fifth with 12 points.
they've got 12
Yeah,
points. Yeah,
six of the leaders. This title is still wide open.
true.
The title race is still wide open.
I
this,
told you this season, eh? This season it's a long season. It's a long season. It's not a short season. It's a long season.
yeah, it's a long season. You just have to
Yeah,
keep
it's a long
winning
season.
your games. Yeah.
True.
So yeah, then UPDF got that win against Mbarara.
Mm.
Um, Bright Stars, we talked about it. Ian Mtenda really running the show there. Then Bull drawing in Bale. Yeah, that was a very hard game, but a draw you take it.
Ah,
I'm sure.
mm.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah, yeah. It was a hard game.
Coach Abe will take it. Yeah, will take it. So anyway, let's advance this conversation. Let's talk about netball. Yeah, there's this fast 5 tournament. What did I want us to look to really dive through the politics and how really netball has really been resilient. Babile Nakato, the Kitio, the former outgoing president, had issues. Netball has not been having a consistent league, for almost 2 years. Okay, yes, we have some few players. It's like basically like basketball. If you have like two stars playing somewhere else, it doesn't really change much in the team. Uh, the preparation was done here in Uganda. They were playing against New Zealand, Jamaica, South Africa, Australia, England, and they managed to finish third, best position in their first 5 ever, and it was their
That,
second edition. Yeah,
yeah.
they finished third, best position in their second edition ever in this first 5 tournament. I mean, this is the question that I wanted to pose to you: is netball really our best team sport, and should you really give it attention, much attention, the way we give football?
Now that they've got the new management, uh, after the suspension of all the leaders and because they had people at caretakers who are handling the federation and the team as well. Of course, we saw a lot of issues in the netball fraternity. Yet, to me, it's one of the best team sport we have in Uganda because, man, they've qualified for World Cup not once.
Not once.
You know, whenever they go for fast 5, you see competition there because you're beating teams which are in the top 3. South Africa is the best team right now in Africa, but you're beating it. You know, yeah, you're playing against teams like New Zealand. You're playing teams like England. These are top teams. And you're competing and you're putting up a show. Yeah, what does it say? It is one of the actually, to me, it's the best team sport we have because if a team like that one qualifies for World Cup, what does it mean, man? It means
Yeah.
that they are so good. They put up a show, and we saw how they assembled this team. Like netball has resulted to playing basketball this season.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I remember, yeah.
You know, some things
There
just
was no
make me
league,
laugh.
and oh my god.
Yeah, they resulted. They're like, let's play a basketball. They resulted to playing basketball. And you would see the best rebounders coming from netballers. Well, of course, now became basketballers.
Bowlers.
Because when you look at the JT Jaguars best rebounder, she's a netballer. Yeah, she's on national team, but she's one of the best rebounders now. The KCA team, of course, their top scorer, one of the top scorers, forgetting her name, the assistant captain of the netball team. I'm forgetting her name. Margaret Bagala.
Bagal,
Yeah, she's on the netball team. And now, of course, KCA lost Farida Kadondi when she went for professional netball instead of
Nottingham,
course she was on the basketball team. But Yeah, she's now in Nottingham. Then, of course, you've got Mohammed there, who's giving us good results, of course. You've got Marinuba as well. Stella Oyela as well. Ayela also she's also professional netballer. Those are now so far. Now, I think we have 5 professionals now in netball.
Yeah.
Not forgetting Pisposkovia, who is now the ambassador of netball in Africa. Yeah, ambassador of netball in Africa. It says a lot about our netball. It's growing and it's developing every now and then. After this first 5, don't be surprised when you see more 2 players going professional.
Yeah.
2 or 3 players going professional, because the kind of tournament they played and making sure that they're the top, the top 3. It's a big plus. It's a big plus for Uganda, which doesn't have active league, because the league is not active. These guys are not playing netball generally. Information I got is like the last week of training at Lugogo, Bagala was sick. She wasn't even trained. She was just giving the players water. She didn't train with the team. But going dozens and being man of the match 3 times. You know what that means?
Wow.
It means
and also the jet lag. Remember flying from here. These are 2 time zones. The jet lag, you reach there and you perform like that. It's remarkable, man. And they were fun, they were dancing, they were doing skits, they were dancing. It was a good vibe there in New Zealand.
Well, when the players, when the players come out and say, please, we need more funds, from the government, I just support them, because seriously, they're putting up a show. You see results from the team, so please, the fans, give the fans they need. This country has a lot of money, but I don't know where the money goes. But we have a lot of money. If you're spending over 20 billion on over 20 billion on the airport, which is like a warehouse, I don't know what's happening. The money is there. So the country has a lot of money.
Was it really called for? Just ask for money.
The money is there. No, already the money is there. Let them spend money where it's supposed to be. Like, I'm going to get what is the return of investment on this money I'm spending. They will get something. They will get the return of investment on the money they're spending in the netball. When they're putting in money in netball, the dance moves. Everyone saw the dance moves of the girls. Of course, fast 5.
Yeah.
The rules says
They
after the game,
sold Uganda really
dance
well.
for the fans. That the DJ was on point. He played good music.
Yeah,
they sold Uganda so well. So generally, I would say it's a good one from our netball people, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited with what was there.
Most definitely, yeah. The netball really deserves additional funding, like more funding, really, to support these girls. Yeah, they won their third place playoffs against South Africa, who they had lost against earlier in the preliminary stages. They won against them 42 victory over South Africa in the playoffs final. I mean, for me, I'm starting to believe that they are the best team on the continent right now, on the African continent right now. I mean, it's not the first time they won against South Africa in I think in some rankings.
You can't refute that.
They are the best team on the continent right now, finishing third. Okay, let's say top 4, top 5 globally. I mean, these ladies deserve really this tremendous support and recognition. And I think we should really start really following this the netball, their circuit series, all that. We should really try to really cover netball as much as we can. So, yeah, I want to talk about the Elgon, the Elgon Cup preparation.
We go to Elgon Cup.
Yeah. So yeah, Elgon Cup. This is I mean, they say in Swahili, dabe ya wasemeji. This is a dabe of in-laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, in the first leg, of course, Uganda lost by 2. We lost by 2 in Kenya. That
Yeah. In
was
Machakos,
27
yeah.
Kenya, then 25 Uganda.
Mm.
Yeah, we lost by 2. And of course, the fans who went there and the people went there just said the
So the
rugby we
Chiwanukas
played
there.
was so different. Yeah, people are saying. Actually, I was following up the fans, the comments, and they're like, you know what? This was a big, 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 big game from the players, and of course, they fought so hard to get
Yeah.
that positive result. Of course, they are saying, you know what? Uh, let's wait for them at KPA on Saturday. And of course, today they're having. I think today we're having a press conference of the Elgon Cup second leg. It's going to be at KPA. I think it's starting in a few. So generally, it was an interesting game from the lads. We expect a win from KPA with more than, I think, 3 points. If we beat them by 3 points, of course, we've won the Elgon Cup. That and of course we need this badly for our 15th team. It's not sevens, but because people confuse sometimes, like, are they playing sevens? No, this is 15th.
No.
Yeah, and of course, to some people, they're saying, of course, they're missing the services of Ivan Magomo, who is suspended, of course,
Most
and the team
definitely.
captain is suspended. Yeah, they're missing his services. But the players who are assembled and what they're doing, what they're giving us, I would say it's positive. You're seeing Sidney Gogodia, you're seeing, of course, Aaron, of course, you're seeing, of course, Wanyama, you're seeing. Generally, it's a good team. Yeah, it's a good team.
Yeah.
And of course, I love the way they unveil the squad of NBA Sport. The unveiling of the
Yeah.
squad. It was so interesting seeing such things happening now in Uganda.
In Ugandan football
You
to
know,
that
it's
level.
not. Yeah, in Ugandan rugby. Now it's not
Sorry,
a thing
rugby.
of, like,
Sorry.
you know what? Let's just go and play. Yeah, let's just go and play. Of course, Conrad Wanyama is the vice captain, and of course, Okayat Byron is
Okayot.
the captain of the team. Okayat is actually, he plays for Cobbs. He's the captain of the team. So I would say the team isn't bad. The team has put up a good show. The results are positive. Of course, it's a mix. It's a mix that you've got experienced players in there. You've got the young lads in there, and I wasn't disappointed with the results. We expect positive results this coming Saturday from KPA. People should go watch Kibatuma. This weekend is fully swamped
Man,
with events,
I'm
Lord.
telling you.
I
Yeah.
don't know how
Last
good to
year,
be, good, but we shall try our best to be like, what we are.
Yeah.
We are active, and
active. Yeah.
we are getting everything.
The last year Egon Cup at Kings Park. By the time I was at Kings Park, yeah, I remember very well. It ended 21-20. It was a nail biting game. We won by 1 point. Then we went to Jomo Kenyatta International Stadium and we demolished. Not demolished, but we lost 13-20. So it's a derby. It's a derby. So if you look at the scores really being tight, expect this one to be tighter at Kings Park Arena, yeah, coming up on the 15th, yeah. So basically, that was our rugby. Let's run through the EPL. Last week I asked you
Then there's
go on.
first example, the women's tournament,
Oh,
women's sevens tournament.
yeah,
Of
the
course,
challenge
Uganda
series, yeah.
qualified for
For the challenge series, yeah.
Uganda qualified. Uganda qualified for the challenge series. That is now the World Challenge Series. It's no longer like it's no longer like Africa Series now.
Oh, like the one of last year. Is it the
Yeah,
one that they
we
travel
qualified now
to
for
Uruguay, Monaco, Dubai? That's the Challenger Series. I think even the men are on it. Yeah.
yeah. Now we qualify. Uganda qualified after beating Madagascar 17-5 in the third place game, the bronze game. Of course, Kenya demolished us in the semifinals. I think it was the scores was 19-0. That's semifinals, but we came back strong into
Mm. 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 They do well, yeah. Mm. Yeah, let me first check out also the results here. It was 17-5 against Madagascar. Yeah, you mentioned that. Oh, yeah. You say actually they're playing for the 2025 HSBC World Rugby Challenge Series. That's the series that they played in last year with the men. Yeah, and Uganda failed to make it in the bigger seven circuit. That was in Monaco where they lost out. Even the ladies, yeah. But the ladies are good. Our ladies are really good. They almost qualified for the major circuit, the HSBC major circuit in Monaco. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was rugby. As you mentioned, the seven program is really doing well, quite well, yeah, in Uganda, yeah. So anyway, let's jump into the EPL. Let's close with European football. This weekend, Arsenal fans, we don't know what they wanted last time. After the loss in Inter Milan, some fans came out and said the format does not really favor them. They don't like the format. They should be able to play Inter Milan back again at Emirates. Here they pick up Chelsea picks up a equalizer. I mean, they are now calling for Mikel Arteta. So Arsenal fans are the ones that are really. I think they're the ones. They're the biggest stories
No,
behind Arsenal really not
you
performing
can't,
very well.
you can't, you can't be in a rush to call out a coach whereby a team, their best players are on and off the pitch. Odegaard gets sick, 8 weeks is not actually, let me say 8 weeks is not playing. As Odegaard is coming back, Carafiori is getting sick. As you're still there, Timber is getting sick. As you're still there, of course, Zinchenko has been out for some good time. As you're still there now, Saka is on and off the pitch. These are all players who are vital into the team. Yeah, these are things people forget to look at. They just look at results. Look at Man City. They lost one piece like this in the midfield, but how are they struggling? They've lost 4 games in a row. You know,
This season they've lost.
Rodri is out of the team. Man City is struggling at a higher peak because of one piece,
Yeah.
Rodri only. Leave on Kevin De Bruyne, but Rodri with that midfield, there's something he does. You know, if you miss out such a piece, what does it say? Yeah?
Wow.
So it says a lot. Says a lot. So for
They've
Arsenal,
they've
I
only
don't
won
want to
one.
crucify Arteta. I don't. Yeah,
The losses. Yeah, that is Catanaccio football, Italian.
scoring a goal. Yeah, Italian football. Now for Chelsea, of course, it was a good fight. We played a nice game. Of course, the goal from Veto was, of course, the space in the midfield. They gave him space, and of course, then he took a shot, and the ball entered his first goal in the Premier League. We tried to make some adjustments by attacking, but you know, when Rice himself called to be substituted, Rice himself called to be substituted, you know, then Saka did the same thing as well. You know,
He got a knock. Oh my God, injuries
of
are
course,
really decimating Arsenal.
we saw the last. Yeah, it just because now when you look at that, now leaving Arsenal aside, you look at that England squad. 8 of the players out of the squad now. The Cole Palmers, Saka, of course, Rice, adding Trent also is now out. Trent Arnold is also out. So generally, injuries have become injuries into the game. When you look at the Real Madrid team now, how they're struggling with the injuries now. Militao is out, I think, for his full season because
ACL.
actually he got back to his actually now the injury. You know, is now out for a season. So injuries somehow affect you as a club. You're playing so well, you're delivering so well, but injuries affect you as a club. Because, of course, you're going to bring another person who will do something, but there's something this guy who was injured does more than this other person you're bringing in. Yeah.
Wow.
We are struggling. Of course, we struggled when it comes to that last pass. We
Final
saw an
pass, the
assist from
Odegaard
Odegaard
pass.
to Martinelli, final pass yesterday. What does it say? What does it say? Like we've been missing him a lot. Of course, as a club, we need a striker. Arsenal needs a striker now into the team, a big name striker. Up in January, they look for some money and they get a striker who's ready to that squad. But I can't start crucifying that right now. Let me give him time. Let me give the guy time. Let him do his job. But the person I'll give credit to is the Liverpool manager. Man.
Wow.
4
wins. 4 wins in 5 games so far.
Is a beast.
The last 5 games.
Guy is a beast. He has done a good job. But
But anyway, they're giving credit to the defense. Their defense. They have kept the highest clean sheets.
It will be so shaming him winning a championship in this first season.
Man.
That's what I have to say.
But this is the season that should have been for Arsenal. It should have been for Arsenal, really, but I don't know.
But
Liverpool might just take it.
Look at the Liverpool team.
They have only conceded 6 goals this season.
Are they keeping Salah in January?
I don't
That's
think.
my question.
Yeah.
Actually, is going for AFCON. Don't forget that. It's going for AFCON in January. Of course, if Ghana qualifies, Arsenal will miss Partey. But if Salah goes for AFCON in January,
Liverpool, that's devastating for Liverpool. Yeah.
When it comes to attacking, they're going to struggle when it comes to attacking. Because there's something, that guy is special, man. I was watching the Aston Villa game, the goal he scored. After him scoring a goal, I switched off my TV and I was like, what? Time to sleep. Because Manchester Villa can't come back.
The problem, you Arsenal fans, you go and watch Liverpool wishing them to lose.
No, not wishing them to lose. Aston Villa missed a lot of chances. They had everything for them to score even 2 or 3 goals in the first half. But it's what they are doing.
Wow.
So anyway,
yeah,
that is football for you. It's football for you. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's run through. We'll be looking so much on EPL and La Liga. Barcelona really were dealt a huge blow against Sociedad, and a lot of people were really. The league has really tilted a bit. We really thought Barcelona was going to run away with this, but it has showed us that La Liga is not only for 2 teams. It's just like the English Premier League, We should really be now calm our excitement about these 2 teams, Barcelona, Real Madrid. Anyone can lose. Even so, the win Madrid picked. Okay, Sociedad actually won against Barcelona, but Madrid just demolished them. Vinicius really pulling out a hat trick, and Barcelona really losing to Sociedad. So the league is not really a 2-team league,
We saw last season how Girona wanted to pull off with the championship. Then, of course, these 2 teams woke up and they didn't want. We need to win our games. So Girona played beautiful game. That's why the Champions League, people are like, how come the team is Champions League not performing? I think they lost 2 or 3 pieces from their team. That's why they're struggling. But the Girona of last season was on another level, man. Yeah, to be where they are right now.
Yeah.
I would say I was even giving them credit for. Actually, to me, it was my team of the season last season because of the kind of football they played, to be where they were, like making it the top 4 of La Liga.
They are 10th now.
When we know teams like Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and Barcelona, those are automatic. But them getting involved into there, then making the top 4. Teams like Valencia now down, teams like Sevilla down. Those are teams which were dominant into the league, but they're struggling. So it says a lot. It says a lot about La Liga. Though the top teams will always be the top teams. In Premier League, There are teams we no longer consider as top 4 teams, but
They're
they're
still
trying their best. Now going,
United.
yeah. Now there's something I talk about.
Just say United. It's a very good example.
Something I talk about.
Just say it is United.
Yes.
We just know.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, when you look at Van Nistelrooy won his 4 games. Manager 4 games as interim manager. He hasn't lost in a game. Now, guess what? The new manager comes in. He says, "You want to be part of my staff."
Yeah, but Van Nistelrooy is qualified enough to.
I'm waiting for
Amorim's football. You want
to coach now a team.
Yeah, actually, he said this when he was talking to.
I'm not waiting for. I'm not waiting.
He said that he had gotten offers elsewhere. He had already assembled his physical team, his assistant coach. He was going to go as a head coach somewhere. Then Ten Hag gives him a call, and it was too hard for him to turn down. Yeah, but with Van Nistelrooy, I'm very sure he will get a job elsewhere. Yeah, he's deservingly a head coach. Yeah, but this also puts now a spot on Amorim, the new coach. You get, and it has really showed that if there was a coach, the interim coach, look at Solskjaer, the ones who have really been interim at Man United, I believe Van Nistelrooy has really had a very good winning percentage.
Actually, Roma is now coachless. Roma just fired their coach. Juric was fired.
What? But Roma for me, when they fired Mourinho, I realized that the club doesn't have to just be a middle team. But anyway, we have really clocked even 1 hour. Yeah. So it has really been, that's